I'll say right away that episode 80 is a carbon copy of episode 78, and in general, Strider copies everything from Alexei, that is from Dafuk Boom. Look at Alexei's new cover on Twitter. His character is now even more serious and angry. The cover was changed during the publication of episode 80, and now look what Strider does. He also changes his cover and makes the same emotions. That is, Strider is just a pathetic copy of Alexei, who very much wants to be like him. And we saw this once again in episode 80. At the end of the video, I'll continue this topic, and you'll learn about how Strider publicly praises Dafuk Boom, but behind his back says nasty things about him. As for episode 80, in short, it's a copy of episode 78, and now you'll be convinced of this. But another piece of information appeared on the internet, that Dafuk Boom allegedly managed to hand over his ideas up to episode 82. I don't know how true this is, but I think this won't stop the fan-made episode 80 from becoming original. By the way, during the stream, Invis sent a strike to me. Iron Cameraman, IBO, and other YouTubers who are in the Let Boom Speak movement. So I'll ask you to subscribe to my backup channel so as not to lose connection. And if you've already hit like and subscribe to the channel, let's begin. The events unfold from the perspective of the simp cameraman. He comes out of his capsule, which we first saw in episode 79, but here apparently the capsule was moved to the Speakerman base, since the Cameraman base was destroyed. On the screens, we're shown those moments that we saw in the short. This is that moment where the Astro Toilet destroys a cameraman, and a similar situation with this cameraman. In the background, from the speakers, we hear the voice of the TV man scientist. He says that,
"We won't be able to hide for long. The enemy is approaching our remaining base. We're creating attention diversion zones to buy time and prepare a counterstrike. But keep in mind, this is bait. Stay alive."
After the genius monologue, we're shown the Speakerman base, where everyone is busy with something. Then in front of the simp cameraman, TV woman teleports together with a hybrid toilet. I still didn't understand whether it's Hugo Boss or SWAT, since he doesn't look like himself. Strider put on him everything he found at hand. The hybrid thanks TV woman for teleporting him. Seeing SWAT's hand on TV woman's shoulders, the simp removes his hand, to which the hybrid is indignant. Then TV woman gives a device so the simp understands the speech of other agents and skibidi toilets. Then the Speakerman Armada appears at the base, whom we last saw in episode 78. That is, they didn't even explain to us how they survived after being surrounded by Astro Toilets. Also, the big TV man appears here and says he'll help the simp and that they have no other choice. Despite the fact that in part 3 of episode 79, the TV man scientist advised him to rest. Now he looks like the Terminator. Then TV man teleports everyone to the battlefield. We notice a destroyed city and debris. The Armada begins the battle, and TV Man himself leaves the battlefield. The Speakermen search for Astro Toilets. The location very strongly resembles the city from episode 78. Then the Speakermen decide to launch something like a bat signal, apparently to attract the Astro Toilets. The thing is, if this was done for this purpose, then they spent too many resources on it. They could have done it the way the Speakerman executor did. By the way, about him, where is he? Well, I have one option. Most likely Strider had problems with this model and therefore he wasn't shown here, or Strider has special ideas about the executor and speaker woman. But this is strange. They're the leaders of the Speakerman Armada, and they should have been with the Armada. Then the Speakerman gave his energy. After this, the cameraman did the same. And for some reason it seems to me that the company is somehow connected to this scene, since it's exactly they who are fans of the idea with the cannon that works from the Alliance's energy. After the Speakermen activated the flare gun, as in episode 78, Astro Toilets appear. Toilets everywhere, the simp cameraman suffers first, but survives. Then Speaker Striders enter the battle. They easily destroy this Astro Toilet. After this, ordinary Astro Toilets appear, and Blade Runners handle them. And by the way, throughout the whole episode, there are various bugs, like this one. Since Dafuk Boom also had such moments, I won't criticize this. After all, the SFM program isn't designed for so many special effects. But still, Dafuk Boom coped with these difficulties. Then the favorite Astro Toilet of the Invis Company appears, and here we get flashbacks. The simp cameraman handles it. First he fried it, and then with one blow threw it out, leaving only the helmet. Then small Astro Toilets appear. They surround the simp, but he easily handles them like Iron Man and lands on the ground. True, it's unknown how he flies up because he didn't have turbines. Most likely he flew up due to the energy that comes out of his hands. Then an astro toilet lands at this place, and the connection with the simp cameraman disappears. Here you can notice the joint of two animations. Let's forget where this building came from and pay attention to those who destroy these small astro toilets. These are speakermen from the Sledgehammer's squad. Strider came up with some jump impulses. It looks interesting, but he uses this too often, and because of this, the whole picture is in these red lines and circles. Also most likely the company's idea, since in the trailer of episode 80, there were also such scenes. One thing pleases, that the company needed 9 months to understand that viewers want a continuation on the SFM engine, not on Unreal. Most likely it will take another 9 months for them to understand that without Defuk Boom, this is all just a fan-made version. Then the speakerman stops the shots of the astro toilet, thereby repeating the scene from episode 78. The astro takes a lot of damage, and the second speakerman from the Hammer squad finishes it off. Then an astro destroyer appears and tries to destroy the speakerman, but the big speakerman stops it. I really don't understand what this speakerman did. He did a super jump, activated a bug with smoke, made a powerful explosion, but dealt no damage to the astro toilet. The toilet after this just searches for him. Then 2 more speakermen help him and deal minimal damage. And already at the end, that first big speakerman destroys it with ultrasound, destroying a whole building because of it. Because of this speakerman's action, the Armada's field of view narrows, and the Astro Woman appears at this place. And finally, something interesting. Someone next to the Astro Woman shoots at the Armada. The one who made the shot is a strong character because it has an astro coil here. His face wasn't shown to us. I would like such a plot, but here everything is simple. This is just her turbine under the wing. The Astro Woman continues the attack on the squad, but improved Skibidi toilets start shooting at her. She activates a shield. Then with the help of lasers and spheres, the Astro destroys all the Skibidi toilets. Her face deforms, and here Strider used Defuk's trick. Then real Striders fly in and try to destroy the Astro Woman, and they succeed. They manage to destroy the Astro's defense, and after this... they started playing volleyball? It seems to me you could have immediately destroyed her. No? But okay. The Astro Woman is destroyed. Then SWAT appears and says,
"So, you can just stare at me all day, old freak."
I don't know, of course, why he said this. Then it turns out the Astro Woman survived. She manages to leave the battlefield. Some huge astro toilet with crooked legs appears at this place. It accumulates energy to make a shot. SWAT says they need to leave, to which the simp pushes the hybrid away, but leaves this place himself. The shot deals crushing damage, and the simp cameraman's condition worsens. The same thing happened with SWAT. Then astro toilets land at this place, this time even more of them, and that crooked astro toilet prepares a second powerful shot. But someone more powerful sticks his sword into it, and hits right into the astro toilet's core, which in turn is instantly destroyed and falls to the ground. And this was the Speakerman Titan. Then his sword returns to him. And look how he looks. Overall, he looks minimalist, and this is probably good. But I didn't like his armor on the legs. This gives him a more feminine form. Also, these useless rings on the legs, it feels like these are shackles, and the saddest thing is that in this scene, he doesn't look like a Titan. He looks like an ordinary agent. This happened because the animator couldn't convey his volume since the background is empty. If he had added buildings or placed the cameraman closer to him, then we would have felt the huge dimensions of the Titan. But as it is, it's just as if an ordinary speakerman. Then the Titan calls his speakerman Armada. They fly in, and here we already see that a Titan stands before us, not a simple agent. Then several more astro toilets fly in and shoot at the Speakerman Titan, but he immediately stops the shots with his sound, improves the shots, and sends them back to the astro toilets. Then with the help of his sword, he destroys these 3 astro toilets and moves on to the other toilets. He destroys these astro toilets in exactly the same way. At the end, the Speakerman Titan gets angry. Then a Speakerman appears and helps the cameraman get up. After this, all the Speakermen leave this place, and episode 80 ends here. Episode 80 without Defuk Boom will always remain a fan-made version. Neither Strider invented Skibidi Toilet nor Invis, but Alexei. They managed to present everything as if nothing happened and everything is fine, but they won't be able to hide the thousands of comments about needing to return Defuk Boom. Look at the statistics. This is a record for dislikes. Here's the statistics for episode 79, which Defuk Boom made, and here's for episode 80. This anti-record is only beaten by Emergence with this number of dislikes. The company needed 9 months to understand that people don't need a new engine. And I hope that in the near future they'll understand that viewers need Defuk Boom. And by the way, apparently Alexi accepted Mike's offer since he subscribed to him on Twitter. But we'll talk about this in the next video. This has been Super Cameraman. See you very soon. Goodbye, everyone.